If you ever looked in the mirror and thought to yourself, how did I get here? I don't even recognize myself anymore. I'm tired of my life looking like a cycle. I'm tired of living like this. I want change. I want breakthrough. This video is for you. It's time for you to become unrecognizable. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, sis. You are not alone, and I've been there. And I'm here to go through this journey with you. So let's get into it.
Yeah, yeah. Comfortably me, heavy.
Thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. I resonate so much when people say they feel like they're behind in life, especially we live in a day and age where everybody looks like they're living their best life on social media, and that can make you feel some type of way about your life. But although I never looked at someone else's life and wanted their life to be mine, I was stuck in a rut because I knew there was so much purpose in me. I knew that I wanted more out of life, but I just got tired. I just felt stuck. I felt like there was something holding me back and I did not know what it was. And I just remember laying on my mom's bed. This is my early 20s, laying on my mom's bed and just laying there quiet because I didn't have any words to say. I didn't even know what to pray. I got tired of praying the same prayers. I'm like, God, do you see me? Do you hear me? Why is my life looking like this? You gave me a dream. You gave me a business. You gave me an idea. You gave me a vision through a dream. And I pursued it and it didn't work out. And many times we can look at those things that happen in our life as failures, but it's really not. You actually being obedient to God and actually going after the thing He told you to go after, whether the end result is what you expected, that just means you trust Him. And that shows Him that you trust Him and you believe in Him. And that's all that matters. And it's a learning experience because if you had not stepped out on faith, you would not have journeyed through starting that business, going back to school, or whatever it is. And we learn a lot from our life experiences, and that's how we're able to help one another. I wouldn't be able to do these videos if I hadn't gone through anything in my life. I would literally sound like a robot because it's no personal experiences, no wisdom that was brought forth through actually experiencing what I experienced and going through the motions. Like I was down bad, y'all. Like I kind of felt miserable. I never wanted to be the pretty girl that didn't have anything going on. And especially when you know that you have something deeply rooted in you, that you know there's more out there, that you don't think like nobody around you. I grew up in the hood. I don't know about y'all, but I grew up in, you know, I don't want to say the ghetto, but it was like low income. And I always thought up to myself, like, this is not the end all be all. This is not where I see myself. I know there's more out there. I already saw myself in a mansion driving a Bentley, Bentayga. Like I already saw that for my life. And that was when I was in elementary school. I knew I was destined for greatness. I knew that I wanted to live a luxurious lifestyle. And that's not what it's all about. But having a vision for who you want to be and how you want to live your life is very important because you have to shift your mindset. And that brings me to how to become unrecognizable and what's keeping you from becoming unrecognizable. What's keeping you in this cycle? You know what's keeping you, sis? The people you surround yourself with. Yeah. It's okay to outgrow people. That does not mean that you love them any less, but they cannot go where you're going. They'll end up resenting you or they'll end up stopping you, talking you out of what God is telling you to pursue. You do not need those type of people around you. And in many cases, God will not give you anything out of turn. God is a God of order. So if you're around the wrong people, He cannot bless you around those people because He knows that blessing will soon turn into a curse. That good fruit that He's about to give you will soon turn rotten around the wrong people. It's like casting your pearls to swines. God doesn't want that for you, but you need to take heed to the signs that He's been showing you. This is just a confirmation for you. You already know what it is because God already laid it on your heart and you've been feeling this tug on your spirit to let go of certain relationships. This is your confirmation. I'm telling you, it's not even worth it. You are delaying your destiny because you don't want to let go of people. And that can truly be you having people be an idol to you. Anything you don't want to let go for God is an idol. It's taking more precedence in your heart than the love of God, the love that you have for God. And that is very dangerous because people will always disappoint you, especially if God doesn't want them in your life. And I'm not saying that everybody's out there to disappoint you. No, that's not what I'm saying. But the wrong people will always show you why they are not meant to be in your life, period. And listen here, no one is coming to save you. That is the biggest thing you need to understand. There's no one coming to save you. He already died on the cross. Victory is already yours. All you have to do is go forth. It's not saying that nothing is going to try to come against you, but like the word says, no weapon formed against you will ever prosper. But the enemy is going to try because the enemy does not want you to live out God's plan. And you have to understand that we're not fighting against flesh and blood. I'm going to need for you to have tunnel vision when it comes to your future. That anything that's on the opposite side of that tunnel that is not that straight path that you are set out on, you need to cancel it. And that includes the bad and toxic habits. If you smoke every single day, you need to cut it out. If you're drinking every weekend, you need to cut it out. It's a distraction. It's not adding onto your life, but it's taken away. You are becoming unrecognizable in a negative way. And I actually looked up the definition of what it means to become unrecognizable. And it says, unrecognizable means not able to be identified or recognized, often due to a significant change. It's time for you to change your life because it also says change or damage. So you get to choose how you're going to become unrecognizable. Are you going to go the way of the enemy where you become unrecognizable to your actual purpose and the will that God has for you, the perfect will that He has for you? Or are you going to come into full alignment with what God has for you and become unrecognizable to the plot of the enemy? To the things that are not for you, to the people who are not for you, you are going to become unrecognizable because they won't even be able to be around you because y'all are no longer like-minded. They won't have any room in your life. And that's the part of life that you need to be okay with, outgrowing people. You have to get around people who are like-minded and who share not only the same interests, but the same life goals. Because iron sharpens iron. So you have to wonder who in your life is sharpening you. And if you're entertaining a lifestyle that is not moving you in the direction of you fulfilling purpose and you living your best life, you have to ask yourself, what would your future self be doing today? What you're doing, if it's not productive, if it's not adding on to your life, you literally have to ask yourself that. Would my future self, what I envision my life, what I want out of life, would this person be entertaining this? Would this person be doing this? And one of the first things that I have actually done to get out of my rut, to get out of my low moments, was learn new skills because that's something no one can take from you. And it helps you build not only character, but a new stream of income or just sharpen your skills in what you're already pursuing. And that brings me to Skillshare. And I'm so happy that I started using Skillshare. Not only is it a platform that hosts over 1,000 classes, you can work at your own pace, which I love because it takes me maybe 5 times to watch a video or to read something to for it to fully register and for me to fully understand and act it out and be able to comprehend. I'm a visual learner, so I'm so happy that Skillshare has videos. And one of the classes that I actually joined is how to storytell effectively. And that helps me in my craft when it comes to telling stories on platforms that I use on a daily to generate income, like Instagram and TikTok, and just overall in speaking, because I do have speaking engagement. So it helps me be a better speaker because sometimes I can drag a story with too many filler words, and that's not how you do it. But thanks to Skillshare, I've learned how to hone in on my gifts and learn new skills that'll help me advance in life. And don't worry, if content creation is not your thing, they have over 1,000 classes that you can choose from and you can browse through to find something that best fits you. It's time for you to learn a new skill, sis. This is only going to benefit your life. You can never go wrong when it comes to learning. And I have a treat for you. The first 500 people to use the link in my description box will receive 1 month free trial of Skillshare. Get started today. You don't want to miss out, sis. And you can't beat that. You'll never go wrong with learning a new skill. Sis, now I'm going to give you the blueprint on how you're going to become unrecognizable in just 90 days. Yes, 90 days. Because that's all it's going to take for you to reprogram this mind of yours and some of the bad habits and things that you used to entertain and getting out of toxic relationships and friendships. This is your new beginning. Listen up. Get your pen and your paper ready. Let's get into it. Number one, audit your life. You have to do an audit on who's in your life and what you're choosing to entertain. Who has access to you and who are you allowing to speak life into you, or are they speaking death? What is occupying your time? What are you giving so much time to that's not productive, doesn't add to who you're trying to become? Number two, this is one of the most important. I should have put this as number one, is seek after God. Seek after him. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33, it says, "First seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be added onto you." All things will be added onto you. Not a little bit, all things, all things. If you seek after God, he's going to make everything clear. If you don't know what you want to do or what you should pursue, seek after God and he will answer you. He will make things that were once confusing clear as day, because we don't serve a God of confusion. We serve a God of purpose. We serve a God that is holy. We serve a God that is full of love. So seek after him. You'll never go wrong. It'll build you up in the right way and not tear you down. Because when God does his new thing in us, because we'll become unrecognizable. Because in the word, it says we are a new creation when we accept Jesus Christ into our hearts. And number three, building your image, your self image, how you view yourself, how you feel about yourself. Sometimes you'll feel unworthy, you'll feel stuck. If you had that thought process, I want you to know this: you are not alone, and I need you to put down your phone. Get off of social media because it is clouding your vision on how you see yourself. You can't even receive from God because you're constantly comparing yourself to people who you do not even know online. Or if there are people you know online, you're comparing your right now to their like day 20. You don't know what they had to do to get to where they are, but you're on your way. But the more you stay distracted at looking at what they have going on, you will never be on your way. You're at a pit stop right now. So I need you to get moving. As a man thinketh, so is he. That's Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. What you believe about yourself, what you think about yourself, that's what you're going to act out. So we have to change our belief system of the negative self talk. We have to rid our minds of the negative self talk that we have been believing in for so long. That comes from the enemy, that does not come from God. And fear does not come from God. So if you're fearful of becoming this new version of yourself, you know that's the enemy trying to stop you. Yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. That's okay. That's growing pains. That's what I like to call it, because you're growing. You know how when you're growing up, your mom buys you a new pair of shoes, and one day it just doesn't fit. You put your foot in it and it's like hard, like it's uncomfortable now. You can't even walk in it, and these are your favorite shoes, but they no longer fit. So you go buy new shoes. It might be the same ones, but you go buy new shoes because it's uncomfortable to walk in the ones that don't fit anymore. And you'll be a fool putting yourself through that same pain over and over again trying to fit into something that you no longer fit in. You can't wear what you can't fit in. And number 4, celebrate your small wins and stop focusing on the end goal because you're going to get there. But if you focus on the end goal, you'll always think that you're so far away. That's why you should micro your goals. Have micro wins and celebrate them. Celebrate being consistent. Celebrate being disciplined. Celebrate just you waking up with a new mind, that you don't wake up hating your life anymore. You don't wake up feeling bad about yourself. Celebrate that. Romanticize your life. When you go to sleep, instead of just jumping in the shower or just jumping in bed, because some people don't like to take showers at night, I don't know. I want you to go buy some body butter. Go buy a mask. Go to sleep that way. Change it up. Show yourself that you love yourself and you care about yourself. When you care about something, you put in the extra effort to take care of it, to make sure it look nice. So why not do that for yourself? And I'm going to always throw in exercising, working out. Your body is your temple. Working out not only is for you to look good, but it's for you to feel good, and it helps with your mental health. The dopamine, it gives you a dopamine high. And some things you just have to let go. When you're running or walking, just go for a walk. Clear your mind. Go outside and touch some grass. And the last thing is this. Listen to me when I say this. Listen clearly. You're going to have to let go to glow up. And this is the saddest part, is letting go of people, letting go of the old you, letting go of the places that you once thought was fun, that you once enjoyed going, but it no longer serves you, because who you're trying to become can no longer go to those places, can no longer entertain those toxic conversations, can no longer hang around the same people doing the same thing over and over. If you hang around dummies, you will become another dummy amongst them, because you'll end up dumbing yourself down. And who wants to be the smartest one in the group? Who is sharpening you? You'll never become who God has called you to be if you're not surrounded by people that He's sending to help you become that person. We all need people. I am not anti-friends and I'm not anti-community. I'm all for it, because you need community. You thrive in community, but the right ones. If you've noticed that you haven't been thriving and you have the same circle for years, it's your circle that is actually a hole. Is actually a box. Your circle is actually a box, and it's time for you to get out of the box. It doesn't mean you love them any less, but as you start to work on yourself, you'll notice that it's going to become distant. You guys are not going to resonate. They're no longer going to be able to resonate with you. And that's the saddest thing, but you have to want it bad. You have to want your life to change bad. You have to want the things of God bad. And you have to just take accountability that you chose these people at your lowest moment, or when you didn't know yourself and you stagnated yourself because you were comfortable. But as you begin to work on yourself, you don't even need to cut people off. Like, enough of cutting people off, because as children of God, we have to do everything in love. Think about it like this. As you pursue being the best version of yourself, as you pursue becoming that woman of God, pursuing purpose, the things that are not for you are going to fall off. They're no longer going to be attached to you, but you have to have tunnel vision with this thing. You have to let go in order to glow up. I'm telling you, if you cling on to everything that I said today, I promise and I guarantee you that your life will no longer look the same, that your life will be fully transformed in Jesus' name, because He is not a man that He shall lie. So if His word said it, it shall come to pass. We already have the victory. And that's what you need to understand. The enemy is beneath our feet, but we give him access to us when we entertain sin, or when we just entertain negative self-talk. And we have to believe that what God has for us is the life that we shall live out and nothing less. Do not settle. Stop settling. You've been settling for too long and you're not happy. You'll never be happy when you settle, because the version of you that knows, the version of that your inner spirit that knows, like, this is not where I'm supposed to be. I can't function here. I can't be fully myself. I can't be fully alive here. It will cry out every single time. That's it, sis. Take heed to what I'm saying. I love you. And this is your reminder that you are not stuck. You're just afraid to shift. But get out of that, because fear does not come from God. If this video has helped you in any way, I want you to comment by faith, and I want you to share it with 5 people that needs to hear this message, because maybe your crew, maybe the people that you're around, they just need a shift. They just need somebody to speak life into them too. And y'all can go together, but only God can tell you who can come with you. But you have to remember to go forth and don't let nothing stop you from pursuing the things of God. I love you. Until next time, bye.